else, y'all. Give it up. Our next guest is a very talented musician from a musically gifted family. Her debut album is called The Hardest Part, and off that album, her new single is Noah Stand Still. Cool title. You can find both wherever you get your music, and you can find her in the back of the most fun Uber ride ever. Well, I'm gonna have to know how that night ended. And I'm disappointed in every Uber driver I've ever had at this point. Say hello to Noah Cyrus. Have y'all ever met before?
No.
Y'all never met?
It's so nice to meet you.
I'm a very big fan.
Oh my God, I know this rock and roll vibe you've got going on. Hey, I like it. So, real quick, Noah, what company, how do you get that Uber driver? Like that, what happened there?
Okay, so my friend actually knew Vic before I did, was like, I would see Vic on my friend's Instagram stories and I would be like, this looks insane.
Yeah.
And I was in need of a ride one night, and Vic was there for me, and it was
With the party?
it was pretty nuts.
It's crazy.
You know, at the end of this video, I don't think you can hear it, but he says, "Get on my shoulders."
You're like, you know
and
what?
we're in the McDonald's drive-through.
What?
Yeah, so that, yeah.
Someone should tell Vic you can't say that anymore. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, we were.
He looks like a fun experience. I feel like that should be like a thing when people come to LA, like, oh, you gotta take a ride with Vic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not the
It's
shoulders,
great.
but yeah. So,
Yeah.
So wait, so your debut album is called The Hardest Part, which is such a cool title, by the way, just a musician. I just love how you're like, what is this about? This could be about so many things. So why did you want to call it that?
Well, it is about so many things. It was kind of the hardest part of a lot of things.
Yeah.
The hardest part is the title track of the record as well, which kind of touches on the subject of going home and getting older and kind of finding yourself as an adult, and also touched on, in December we'll be 2 years into recovery off of Xanax addiction. And so
wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, so I touch on that in the album, and
Hey, that's so important that you're talking about that, because a lot of people are addicted to like pharmaceuticals in general. Like that's an important thing that people do not talk about.
It was an extremely challenging couple of years, and I think in the pandemic, a lot of us can agree we all were forced into isolation and just really confronting and dealing with all of our anxieties and depression and mental health, and when addiction was in the picture with me, I just furthered myself into that. And I was also really in love at the time of the pandemic, and I think I was just as addicted to that person as I was the substances. And when substance abuse, I think, is in the mix of relationship, it creates a pretty toxic environment.
Yes.
And so I touch on a lot of the hardest part of a lot of things on this album. This album, without a doubt, saved my life. Absolutely. It gave me so much structure and
a vessel, right? And an outlet.
And that's exactly what I was going to say, an emotional outlet at a time I really needed it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think everyone agrees how healing music is, and as a musician, and I think even just as listeners, and music is just healing and can offer you a friend.
Such a great connector to not feel alone. That's the greatest gift ever, when you put a song on, because you're like, look, I just need to like have a minute, and you have like a song or whatever you go. Do you have a song that you go to when you're like,
Oh gosh.
I go to pretty much
There's
anything
so
Annie
many.
Lennox.
There's so many. I mean, for me, it's just an expression that sometimes I can't put into words. You know, I can't do what you do. Or
Well, I
you
can't do what you do, so
Yeah,
and I can't do what you do.
Me neither, I can't do that.
I can't write like that or sing like that. So for me, it's sometimes if you can't put something into words or express something, the perfect song that one of you has done and written can really express something for me, and obviously for so many people around the world.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I have like, artists more so I go to that I'm like, ooh, I need this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love this too, that your latest single, it's with your dad, right?
It is,
And it's
yeah.
Noah Stand Still?
It is.
So where does that come from? Is it from him telling you to be still?
Yeah, so I have Stand Still here on my arm, and so does my dad. I'm actually covering my pinky because I have all of these nails but one.
Oh,
so
I've done that on this
so
show.
I'm just going like this for the remainder of our. But
I've totally done that with my ring finger one time, and I was like, I'm gonna look like I'm flashing gang signs. I'm like, because I was trying to hide it. I didn't even notice. You're so good. I was looking at your cool tats, so you're good.
Oh, thank you. So no, Stand Still's just been around through generations on my dad's side of his grandfather, his dad.
Yeah.
Passed down to him and has kind of shared that advice of when you don't know what to do, just stand still. I took a trip to see my dad, I think around August 2020, which was a couple months before I really committed to recovery. And we stood up on his hill in Nashville, and Nashville's just such a peaceful place.
Beautiful too, yeah.
And he had me take my shoes off and put my feet in the grass and really get connected to home. And he said, no, we just stand still, like breathe in the air, just stand still and get connected back to who you really are. Like, you know, none of the rest of this matters. Like, let's just be here, me and you. And we had such an amazing moment that I hadn't had in such a long time. And he has no idea. Well, I mean, he will now because he's watching this at home. Hi, Dad. But he really had no idea, I think, at the time.
The
I think as
impact.
parents, you can see your child is struggling. But he didn't know really how much I really needed to hear that and be reminded of that at that time.
That's so cool that you're able to like have that in your family. Y'all are musical and you have that gift to be able to share together. That's really special. I challenge everyone to find something that's just artistic because it comes out in a different way and it's a good release, I think.